And now, Team Leader of Edison to Oliver Kuttner.
Thank you, everybody. Engineering is all we're about. I'm going to deviate from the script for 1 second. We're in Lynchburg because Lynchburg was the shoe capital and textile capital, or one of the textile towns of the United States. It had an economy that somewhat crashed, but was somewhat saved by being one of the main towns of the nuclear industry. The result of this is that Lynchburg has the infrastructure of good machine shops, suppliers of difficult to get materials, and people who know how to use the tools. If you want to innovate and you have an idea, you must be able to go to someone to realize the idea. Lynchburg was a town where I could go a half a mile up the street, talk to someone who knew what he was talking about, and get it done. As a nation, we face the risk of losing some of those people that can realize the idea. It is imperative that we change the course of this nation and concentrate on real engineering. I will say one other thing in response to Mrs. Pelosi's remark. You cannot make a baby in a month. That's just a fact. The X Prize compressed time, and what we did was right at the edge of what is possible, which I will explain. The world needs to accept the fact that we need to get over partisanism. The world needs to push for innovation. We have never received $1 from the federal government, but we have received tremendous inspiration by the fact that we now have a government and people on both parties who see science as the most important thing. The fact that our economy somewhat crashed, and the fact that the DOE started to be seen as a major priority had a lot to do with us being able to raise money. While I am a real estate developer in 2010, my assets are essentially frozen. This was very important. The fact that Congressman Perriello visited us many times and has been a voice of inspiration has had a lot to do with our success. There is an electricity in the country. Now I will go to what I was planning to say. But this electricity in the country, regardless what happens in elections, must continue, because we are almost at a wartime with the future of our society if we do not start to concentrate on what actually matters. Now I go to my point. Facts are stubborn things. Because of a $10 million prize, that is what got my attention. And we left the area in which I am normally comfortable. We have never done an efficiency prize. And I must give credit to X Prize. By putting this prize out there, quite frankly, I'm not proud of it, but I was after the money. And because I know a lot of people in racing, I recruited some of the best people. Well, the X Prize is a great idea. It's an idea whose time has come. And I was able to create a team that is really tremendous. Good people attracted other good people who attracted other good people. You see some of the people on the team behind me. There were over 100 people who worked on this car. The goodwill created by X Prize is tremendous, and we were taken from a different industry. This prize catalyzed me into becoming the glue to pull together people from different industries and break into an industry that normally can't be broken into and come up with a solution. Talented people is what everything is about, and that's what we did. I am extremely proud of my team, and if you go to our website, you will see it's a tremendous team. The well, I want to use the prompter because it's At Edison 2, we named the company Edison 2 because, like everybody else, we hadn't dealt with efficiency. We believed that an electric solution was the path to efficiency. But once we started to really analyze the numbers and the reality and the fact that we believed that there was only one prize initially, and there's a high risk when you start to mobilize a lot of people and spend a lot of money, we really decided that we must create something that would have real value even if we came in second or third place. A wet handshake, a congratulations, and no check. So we actually added hurdles to what we were told to set out to do. One of the hurdles was, for you to be successful, you must deliver at a price. So we pulled ourselves together and decided that our chassis had to be steel, because steel is a known science and it can be produced cheaply. We pulled ourselves together and thought hard about what would be the most meaningful solution. We got 102 miles per gallon, 103. It shows you how on the edge we are. We got 129 miles per gallon on the highway, but we got it burning gasoline. Everybody knows what a mile per gallon in gasoline means. The real answer here is that we derive efficiency from the platform. We, at the X Prize, showed very clearly 2 years after we thought this, realized very early that you cannot create a leap in efficiency adding a few parts or tweaking an existing car. And before you see complete departures from the normal. These departures from the normal are both the obstacle and the opportunity. Our car is a departure from the normal taken further, because knowing that we wanted to burn gasoline, we also knew that the numbers we had to deliver had to be even better. We propose a rescaling of the automobile. We propose a lightweighting in unprecedented fashion. Because we come from racing, because we take pride in the fact that we do not design and build things that injure drivers, we are aware of, and we're aware of from the very beginning, the fact that we had to keep the drivers safe. And we came up with a completely different approach. We have safety solutions in the car that depart from the ordinary, that have a great promise. And our car is a fuel source agnostic car. It takes almost no energy to push it. 3.5 horsepower is what is required to go 50 miles per hour. This means that our car can be powered by electricity or by gasoline. It can be the enabling technology that makes an electric car a reality, a successful reality. It can be the technology that creates lower-priced electric cars by reducing the battery requirement. You can go the same distance with this car with a half-sized battery from another efficient car. Half size means half price, means half weight. This creates feedback loops, and feedback loops is what our project has been all about, positive feedback loops. The journey has been one that has completely departed from where we thought we were going to end up. We really thought we had a lot of knowledge, and we learned what we didn't know. And today, there are times when we watch people and when we read headline stories, and we realize that there are people who don't know. If we're going to spend billions of dollars, we may call us in tears. But we don't take pleasure from it, but it's a fact, and facts are facts. The opportunity we have is tremendous. And to push this forward and realize its full potential is going to require a public-private partnership. Initially, we need to figure out and solve the riddle of keeping people safe with a low-noise car. We think we are on a path to doing that. We believe that the only way to create a car that has an impact is to create a car that can be sold at a low price. That's how many people can buy it. That's how you can reduce pollution. By the way, the gasoline-powered Edison 2 car had by far the lowest greenhouse gas emissions of any car in the X-Prize, including electrics. To us, this is the starting line and not the finish. I'm not good at thank you speeches. I'm sorry that I got a little confused, but I really thank the X-Prize Foundation from the heart. I think it is a very special time. I can tell you for certain that there's one key decision maker in the industry sitting in the audience. I appreciate his showing up. The fact of the matter is this is a special time. It's a time for change. What we are proposing in detail is a complete departure from the automobile. The reason our car is light is because there are things in it that you've never seen before, including a suspension system this big. It's a suspension system that can take 400 pounds out of any car. What we have to overcome is this attitude, which at times sits in large corporations. But the fact that this individual is here tells me very, very clearly there will be some who will not have that attitude. For that matter, we have met a whole number of them. It will be a minority initially, and then it will take the industry by storm. It all began with the X-Prize. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oliver, and thank you, Team Edison.